We've had a lot of requests for additional videos on how to work with VideoMakerFX. So we're going to start with a basic one. There is a couple things that are super easy to do, as we said in the videos and in the sales videos, and I want to show you how some of the easiest ways to add art. And we're going to have successive videos talk about some of the more advanced techniques and look at using different programs and so forth. But for now, we're going to look at just, there's a couple of super easy things you can do in terms of bringing in art and so forth. But before we do that, tell me if this sounds familiar to you. We all love VideoMakerFX. Well, I truly do. This is a great tool. It is very valuable and a great way to bang out, comps for clients and quick videos. I also love this for doing obviously some quick slides that I know I'm going to use text and bang stuff out. I personally don't like to do everything in here. I like to do what it does great here, and I like to export that video out and then composite it with, I use ScreenFlow, After Effects, Premiere, whatever you want to use. And so, but we all have a problem with this, and that is that over 22,000 other people love VideoMakerFX also. And what that means is that even though there's a lot of slides, everyone's using those slides. So it's hard for us to stand out. And so that's what the hand-drawn whiteboard mega bundle is all about. It's giving you customizable art to be able to customize your slides, particularly the whiteboard, obviously, look here. And when it comes to the whiteboard look, unfortunately, VideoMakerFX only has, I believe, 3. We've got this one here, and then we've got 2 whiteboard sets down here. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't edit the other slides to be able to get them to look whiteboard, which we can, and we can just change the background to white and utilize the features in there. And so that's one of the great things about VideoMakerFX. You don't have to, of course, stick to one set of slides. You can mix and match. You can use a couple from this one, you can come over here, use a couple from this one, and so forth. And so that is very cool. And so here's some of the easiest things that you can do with the static art. You can obviously just go ahead and add an image. So if I'm going to go to these slides, I can look here and see it says large fade in and out image as an image area. So I know that I can, if I'm looking for image, so the ability to put in an image. And so I'm going to go ahead and add this slide, and then I can come here, and I've already prepared an image that I made in Photoshop using our art. And so here's a picture of our guy here from the Stickman collection, and this is from the infographic stuff. And I just put this together with Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, you can use GIMP, or you can use Inkscape, which is free also. Recolor this in Inkscape or GIMP or whatever you want. You don't have to use black, of course. And so you can see that I've got this as a ping, and it's showing through the background, so of course I can come in and I can change that to whatever color I want to match, including white. So I can have a whiteboard effect going on here. And so this really expands your ability. Very simple. You can utilize the effects there. If you don't want to have a fade in and out, you just look for a slide that doesn't have that. Now you'll find that sometimes some slides you might have to resize it to fit that. Sometimes they have a box in area and so forth. Now in this particular slide, what I could do also, let me get a different slide, because let's find one that doesn't have the ability to have an image. That's got one. Let's come down here. We just did that one. It has an image area. So it's kind of, sometimes a lot of them have no image, and so sometimes it's hard to find. Oh, it looks like this one does have an image area. But you know what, let's just leave it the way it is. What I wanted to show you is that I can also drop in a static image for the background. And so I'm going to take this same image, and I'm going to pop it in as the background. And you can see that it kind of is too big and everything. I might have to adjust the size. I think it's expanding it to fill the whole area. And so I would want to add some space around it, and so that it wouldn't crop off the edges and stuff like that. But you can add a static image in as the background, and of course you don't have to use a PNG. You can use a JPEG. It doesn't have to have transparency showing through the background. You can certainly change that as well. And you can see that once again I can come in here and I can change the background color to whatever I want. And so that is a super easy way to use the art from Whiteboard Mega Bundle, from Hand Drawn Whiteboard Mega Bundle. Can't even say my own product's name. inside of VideoMaker FX. In other videos, we're going to just a quick look ahead. We're going to take a look at using, for instance, the video slides. I'm not sure, a lot of people I've shown this to people and they didn't even know they were there. Let me go ahead and add that slide, and you can see that it does give us some specifications. We need to have it at 1280 by 720 and at that resolution and so forth. And so we'll take a look at using the like the MOV files for the stickman and other stuff. You're using this feature, and also you can. This is almost the same as the technique that we cover, that we've already got on the site in the level 1 area about using Flash to use the backgrounds, because basically you turn off all the stuff and you have a background and it can have a video. The advantage of using Flash is that it's vector, it's resolution independent, and so it's a little bit easier, a little bit, you have to worry quite as much about resolution and sizing and that kind of stuff. But if you don't have Flash, then the video programs that are out there, you probably, a lot of people have Camtasia and ScreenFlow and all that kind of stuff. And so we'll be looking at how to use this, but just kind of look ahead, and you can start playing with it. But we're going to show you some techniques on using the stuff that is inside of hand-drawn whiteboard mega bundle. Thanks.